everyone, welcome to Willis Elevators and welcome back to a YouTube report video. As you can see, here I'm currently arriving at Monterrey International Airport's Terminal C. In today's video, we will be flying on Viva's Airbus A321neo aircraft to Merida. It's been 3 years since I last flew to Merida, but now I'm so glad that I'm finally able to go there again. I have done that trip report video 3 years ago in 2022, recorded on that same plane and on that airline, but this time this is in a really better take on the current iPhone 13. As you can see, there's our aircraft arriving. We will be boarding from gate 27. And as I have said before, VivaAerobus has been rebranded to simply as Viva in October 30, 2024. Ever since the rebranding, this airline has many new features such as a new logo, new hangar, new check-in area, and a new option called Flexibilidad, also known as flexibility in English. Now you probably may be wondering what's Flexibilidad. Flexibilidad is a platform that after you book your flight, you can change your date, name, or destination, and so much more. This is a platform that's only available on the light and smart fares, in which can be done either on the airline's website or on the app. And I gotta say, this is the most powerful airline in Mexico, which has all that, and it's considered as La Aerolínea del Sí. And right there's our aircraft, which is registered X-Ray Alpha-Victor X-Ray Hotel that was delivered 2 years ago in February of 2023. The time for this flight will be 1 hour and 45 minutes to get there, and we will be flying over the altitude of 35,000 feet, and the flight number is 4282. And this is also one of the 32 A321neos that the airline has in their fleet, and is expected to receive 15 more in the coming months. And without any further delays, here are now boarding gate 27 in a remote boarding position, and we will be getting on the back side of the plane. And as you can see, despite the rebranding, this plane still has the regular VivaAerobus logo.
Larger bags must be stowed in the overhead compartment.
Once you're on board the A321neo, you are greeted with 240 economy class seats with the pitch of 30 to 32 and the width of 18. And there are also VIP priority seats located from rows 1 to 6 and Space Plus seats on the exit rows, which they can be booked for an additional cost. I'm seated today at seat 27F. Here's a quick view outside.
Estimado pasajero, para VivaAerobus, debajo del asiento frente.
Here I have limited legroom. And here's the tray table, which is small, but it pulls back, and right there's the cup holder where you put your drink. And up there you have your overhead controls. Here is the safety card, which shows all of the safety instructions, including the back. And here we have two new hangars, which they both have the new Viva logo.
Cordial bienvenida a bordo. Este es su vuelo 4282 con destino a la ciudad de Mérida. Estaremos Fernanda de la Lama, Karen Ibarra, Sara Noel. Departing shortly, sit back and relax. Meanwhile, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce my crew for you. Today with me on the flight deck, Captain Mr. Pablo Espinosa and Alejandro Medina, first also manager.
Una cordial bienvenida. Su vuelo 4282 destino Mérida. Nuestro tiempo estimado de vuelo es de 1 hora con 45 minutos y estaremos volando a una altitud de 35.000 pies sobre el nivel del mar.
Durante el despegue y aterrizaje, si su dispositivo no cuenta con modo vuelo, deberá permanecer apagado en todo momento. Se informa que por seguridad está prohibido fumar durante todo el vuelo, incluyendo cigarrillos electrónicos y vaporizadores. In preparation for takeoff. Alrededor de su cintura. Al salir del avión, inflelo tirando de la perilla roja o bien soplando por el tubo de hule localizado en los hombros. Una luz se activará al contacto con el agua. If you receive an...
Before pushback, here the engines start up.
No, bueno, tú no, pero imagínate la gente que tiene los hangares, que los hangares no quieren. Yo tengo un amigo que tiene un hangar
And after the engine start up, you are now pushing back from gate 27. And since both engines have started up, and with that all out of the way, you are now taxiing to runway 30 and we'll be taking off shortly.
Tenemos camaritas, sí, para andar checando para los pedidos, pero ya,
In case you're wondering, we'll be taxiing on the runway for just a bit because there is some work going on in the middle of the taxiway, but we'll be getting back on the other side of the taxiway before takeoff. are getting back on the taxiway, so it's all good now, and then we'll begin our takeoff. Now you're probably maybe thinking it's smoke or vapor. Well, let me say it's not. It's just a major condensation coming from the air conditioning. Here we made it on runway 30, so kick back, relax, and enjoy this amazing takeoff. That was such an amazing takeoff. And as we are exiting Monterrey, we're about to fly over Tamaulipas and then over the Sea of Gulf of Mexico. We are initially reaching our initial altitude of 35,000 feet, and here's this beautiful cloudy weather. Here's his website, which is called Viva Play, which is where you can browse a wide variety of content such as TV shows, movies, games, music, and so much more on this website. This website is a lot like the IFE screen. You probably may be wondering what's Viva Play. Viva Play is an audiovisual content which is available during the flight. On top of the music option, which you can listen to these artists, and there's My Chemical Romance, which is definitely one of my favorite bands, and I really like the Rolling Stones also. Here's the En Viva magazine, which can be selected on the Prensa y Revistas top. And we're gonna look at the magazine real quick. The magazine has also options like TV shows and movies just like I showed on the main page. Right there is the map of destinations of where the airline flies to, and right there is the fleet information. And right there are the destinations from Felipe Ángeles International Airport, aka AIFA. For the flight map, tap Info del Vuelo. And as you can see, here's a view of the map, and we are about to fly out of Tamaulipas and enter the Gulf of Mexico. This map is so much like Google Earth and FlightPath 3D. And right here are the flight details. Here's also the Sabores Viva menu option. This menu has snacks, drinks, and alcoholic beverages. And no cash is accepted, so it can be paid using either credit or debit card only. And there's also a menu in front of the seat, which I'll showcase later. You are suffering a little bit of turbulence. Here from the seat is the Tu Guia guide, which is, let's say it's a guidebook, where it has any places to travel, including destinations from Felipe Ángeles International Airport, aka AIFA. You are now leaving Tamaulipas, and we are now flying over the beautiful sea of Gulf of Mexico. Here's the Sabores Viva mini guide, which it has a variety of options like snacks, drinks, and alcoholic beverages, just like I showed on Viva Play. And like I said, no cash is accepted, so the snacks can be paid either using credit or debit card only, just like I mentioned. On this last page, here is a list of transportation and prices. The snack service has started, so to freshen up the morning, I got coffee, which it says home, relax, disfruta tu vuelo, and a croissant. Cheers!
Señores pasajeros, me presento su atención nuevamente desde la cabina de pilotos. Información general. Plan de vuelo, condiciones en ruta, por reporte estimado de llegada a Merida. Estamos sobrevolando el Golfo de México, altitud de crucero el día de hoy de 35.000 pies sobre el medio de mar, equivalente al sistema métrico 10.700 metros. Nos desplazamos al 78% de la velocidad del sonido, en base a las condiciones del nivel de vuelo.
Here we are suffering some turbulence again mid-air.
Take up position due to some work in progress around the taxiway and other type of construction along the Monterrey International Airport. For my will, thank you very much for your comprehension about this matter. Weather conditions in Merida City with a variable cloudy sky, high cloudy sky, the temperature is passing 87 degrees on Fahrenheit scale. Once we receive information, we'll make a communicate us all information back to the mirror for your convenience. Meanwhile, we'll keep informed.
And at the front is the VivaAerobus logo. On every seat, you'll find the 4 steps on how to access Viva Play. Let's go check out the bathroom of the A321neo. Hello everyone, this is the lavatory of the A321 of VivaAerobus, and look at the mirror. Hey, and we're still flying over the Gulf of Mexico, and we have the hook here. We have the door lock, and if you unlock the door, light goes out, and then if you lock it, we get light. And here's your sink here, and there's no soap, and there's your cabin cool call button. Here's no smoking, and here's the power outlet, and here's the air vent. A fun fact I really like, you can use the power outlet while you're sitting on the commode. So here's your commode here with your flush button. Here's your bin, and right here is the baby change station, and here's some paper towels. So here's toilet paper also, and yeah, there's no soap. So, and here's paper towels also right next to the sink, and yeah, this is a small lavatory, people. So anyways, we're going back to our seat now. By the way, right there's the cigarette disposal. Let's head back to our seat now. You are still up in the air, and what I mostly like is that you get a beautiful view like this over the seat and a sweet green sharklet. You are getting close to the Yucatan state. One thing I forgot to show is to learn about the airline, tap Sobre Viva, and here's the full info about it.
La salida sí, es donde estaban los aviones ahí tirados.
And after an hour, we are now descending in Merida and we are going below the altitude of 35,000 feet. As we are on our final approach to Merida, we are about to enter Yucatan and exit the Gulf of Mexico. Here we are suffering some turbulence because of the clouds in the sky.
Uno así normal, esos cuerpos, no, claro, pero los gustos son los gustos.
Here we are making a left turn and we will be landing on runway 10 soon.
su seguridad, le pedimos permanecer sentado hasta que el avión se detenga por completo frente al edificio terminal y la señal de abrochar cinturones sea apagada. Tenga cuidado al abrir los compartimentos superiores y verifique alrededor de su asiento para asegurar que lleva todas sus pertenencias. Nos vemos pronto a bordo nuevamente. VivaAerobus, lo que necesitas para volar. For your safety, we ask you remain seated until the plane stops completely in front of the terminal building and the fasten seatbelt sign is switched on.
Les recordamos revisar que estén llevando todas sus pertenencias antes de salir.
We will be pulling into gate C as Charlie 4.
Tripulación camina a desarmar toboganes, crosscheck. Los pasajeros bienvenidos, última temperatura 33 grados. As a general lost temperature reported around 89 to 90 degrees of fire.
In this part, this is deboarding VivaAerobus Airbus A321neo flight 4282 from Monterrey to Merida.
Escobedo.
Well everyone, that's going to wrap up the trip report video on VivaAerobus Airbus A321neo aircraft from Monterrey to Merida. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what everybody thinks. So till then guys, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more.